everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Vagrant Story. I've been out a couple days because I've been under the weather. Hopefully, we're good now. But yeah, fingers crossed. So, we're in a slightly different place than we were last time. Last time we ended in Undercity West, I believe. Yeah, feeling a little better. Yeah, so last time we ended here, right in front of the limestone quarry. But before we go to the limestone quarry, I really kind of want to try out the abandoned mines B2 again. So these boys. Now, we have this location, which we can get to from Undercity West, but this is not actually the spot. These are both one-ways, and in point of fact, I'm actually a little concerned what we're about to do is gonna put us back out through this locked one-way on the left. But really, what we're looking for is Town Center South. So in Town Center South, over here, this middle dot entry in Rue Faults takes us to a location where we can then enter into Abandoned Mines B2. So that is where we want to go. But before we did that, we needed to come drop off some stuff. So I came over here to our second workshop to drop off some stuff. While I was doing that, though, I found gotta check your shields. Gotta check your shields and your weapons, but gotta check your shields. I found that we actually had a couple of new gems in shields that we had not gotten or had not seen yet. So we had Power Fist in a shield, which is an interesting evade strength down scenario. Not that crazy, but you know, it's a general stat thing. You know, interesting enough. Paralysis, right? If you are running into things that are paralyzing, that can be a nice little thing. And then we found an Orion, which is increased power against beasts. And I also noticed that we're kind of starting to get a little full up on gems. So we're gonna have to start keeping an eye out for that. Carrying around all of these accessories also is kind of being a pain in the ass. We got new shield scenarios kind of like listed out. We got new armor. We have a Hagane Brigandine, which is like twice as good as the iron chainmail that we had been using previously. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. Didn't do any crafting or anything like that, partially because we can only do so much at this what is this place called? This not shop. I physically am feeling better, but clearly my brain has not caught up with things. So yeah. Anyways, we got a couple of new little things to do, but we're running out of space, so we got to watch out for that. Next thing we've got to do is we got to actually figure out. I said I would do this. In the meantime, I did not do this. I'm sorry, I was sick. We got to figure out how the fuck we're getting to Town Center South. So, City Walls South or City Walls East are our options, or the Keep. And actually, we are in City Center West. I believe that right there takes us to City Wall South, right? So I think we can just head back over there into City Wall South, which will take us to Town Center South, because there's the connection to City Wall South. So we have a direction to get where we are going. And that only took us like 30 seconds, whereas last time It took me like 30 minutes. I just really could. I actually thought about it too, because this is the Sanctum, right? We have... What is it? It's, we have... We have the Stock Sigil, which I think unlocks, the second Minotaur boss, I believe. Unseals a door in the wine cellar. But I don't remember exactly where that is, so I kind of don't want to go hunting for it right now. So I think we're going to kind of not worry about it. We might worry about it later. We're going to make our way back. Kill a couple things along the way just for convenience. But for the most part, I kind of just want to skip. These guys are very not a problem anymore. That's even without us buffing. You're in chapter 58? Jeebus. You are blitzing along. Actually, I started re-listening to book 7. Because I hadn't quite finished my reread. So I'm gonna finish book 7 and then jump in on book 8. Something happened recently that really makes me appreciate listening to the audiobook. Yeah? That's good. Pretty good. The chapters feel really short in comparison to the past. Huh. Interesting. I wonder what's up with that. Hey, we got our first crossbow break art. Nice. Cool. Alright, where am I going? Oh, okay, we're going the right way. I'm about to just pop into this door right here. We are going to equip. I'm pretty sure it's either undead in here or it's lizard boys. Lizardy boys. These 12-hour... You're... My goodness. How long have you been doing the 12-hour workday scenario? That's just... too many. Just this week? I feel like you've been doing that forever. Alright, to the keep and to town center south. That's the snow platform. Okay. Heading this way. This is week 3 of the turnaround, but it's only been 1 week of 12-hour day. Gotcha. Gotcha. Wow. Very chortle. Well, that guy is very dead. Iron Corsica. I don't want to be picking up all these iron weapons. Oh, hey! It's been a while since we've seen one of these. We unlocked another. I say unlocked, but it's basically I think it's just it's kind of unlocked. You gotta go far enough in a game, and then kind of like once you've procced something, you can return. Like, once you've triggered something, you can return. It's another dummy. So there are a bunch of dummies. Like, I showed you the human dummy right after the Minotaur boss. There's a bunch of dummies throughout the game that you can use to kind of, like, train up on, practice on, but also really train up on, because this is Dragon, right? And we know every time we hit... +1 dragon, -1 evil, -1 human, right? So once you get to a certain point in the game, if you're like, I really want to train specifically this weapon, right? I've already kind of shown how the math works to where typically you don't actually need to do that. It's more important for you to have a better affinity or typing to be able to do damage, but if you want to pad things out and get like the strongest anti-dragon weapon you can get, you can do stuff like this, or the strongest anti-undead, or strongest right. And it's a scenario where, obviously you can do that on regular monsters, but the regular monsters hit back, and these things, the dummies have like 999 HP. So if you're not chaining, because you don't want to chain if you're just trying to build, stuff. You can just one tap them, boom. One tap them, boom. One tap them, boom. And yeah, I will say, if you are doing that, be careful because you will burn through your DP. So, like, chain in like a weapon repair or whatever it's called once or twice every once in a while. A temper every once in a while to get some of that damage back. The problem with having the strongest anti-whatever is, what if that enemy type is strong to the edge type of the weapon you use? That's a particular issue. I will say most enemy typings tend to have similar fucking weaknesses, right? So like, I think with dragons, for example, most of the time dragons, whether you're fighting a dragon boss or you're fighting a dragon, like the lizard folk kind of like enemies, they tend to be either weak to piercing or they're not strong against piercing. So, it still works well either way. I think the exception for dragons is that I think dragons generally piercing is the best type against them, except on their tails, in which case edged is the best type. But then you gotta specifically be running around the dragon to get to their tail, etc., etc. Anyways, it's the dummies are just a fun little thing. That's to the keep. Actually, we go to. Oh, the keep has a box. That's one of the places that we could have done. What's this one? Yeah. Oh, did I go to the keep? I did go to the keep. Well, I mean, we have the Iron Maiden, B1. What the fuck is Iron Maiden B1? Remember that? Here I go poking my head into places again that I don't fucking. Oh shit! Didn't I already do this? Didn't I already like poke my head in here and be like, oh? I feel like I've already poked my head in here and been like, oh, let's not. Oh god. Will do. Issue with these guys is they get in the fucking Get out of the fucking shit. So we're just gonna strength up and try to shoot any and all of them before they can get away. We will also Prostasia ourselves. That'll work, boss. Won't work if I do it too quick. Oh. Might just die right here. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I'm definitely gonna heal myself, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. This fucker, though. And he's gonna fucking numb me. That's fine. And he dropped the thing to fix my numbness. Great! It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Doesn't help. That I just keep failing. I don't, like, it's weird. Sometimes I'm really good with the crossbow, and then other times I'm, like, really not. I think it's when they're too close. When they're too close, I'm kind of bad with the crossbow. Alright. Pinky's crossed. We'll let the silence fall off. I guess, here, let me... I'm just gonna save state. Just because... Okay, there's the T-Rose sigil. Turn to dust. What's going on down here? Is this... Is this... Do I remember what this is? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything like that, but... Palmia sigil. Unseals a door in the keep. Grimoire Venin. Poison Mist. Calmia my tits. My tits are pretty calmia right now. I mean, he's slow. He can't do anything. Take a look at... We've already picked up multiple things. Battle Axe with nothing on it. Corsica with nothing on it. Hakane Shamshir, nothing on it. Breakdown. All three of those. Disassemble. Weapons. It's so nice when you have the movement speed of an enemy and you're just like, you'll get there eventually, buddy. Okay, well, it wasn't. This is not where I. All right, side quest time, guys. Side quest time. I've been drawn into the side quest. Is that a lance? That's pretty badass. Oh, fuck. That's gonna hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That hurt quite a bit. Definitely didn't hurt a small amount. You can see. Okay, so this is something that I should probably point out. I'm like running up against him. I'm intentionally putting, much like a dragon, I'm intentionally putting myself as close to this thing as I can because it doesn't seem to be fast. And again, typically things that cast AoE spells won't cast AoE spells if you're right up against them, because the AI will avoid attempting to clip itself, basically. Doesn't always work. Hey, go on. It's just not great on my part. Not great on my part. We're gonna throw out a Rika. Okay, no Eureka. With a chest key. Ah! Ah! Is this the thing? No. Magic ward ourselves. Magic ward ourselves. Lance. Generate him. Watch this one be trapped. Now, okay, this one's bound by magic at least. At least this one is bound by magic. Bullshot, Basilard, Gin Amber, and Melons. Hey, a wine. I don't know what that does. I don't remember. Huh. Huh. I have too much shit, y'all. I have too much shit. Got the Chumkak, the Sarissa Grip. That's not bad, though. Next time on Hoarders, absolutely. Oh, that's nice, though. This Bouge type. Although, it's not that great for a blunt. 19 edge. Want to put that on like a pole arm. That Griever hits really fucking hard though. Holy shit. Definitely stuff to break down though. Oh, we also got the Basilard? Is that what we got? Yes. That's a good one. That's quite 28 on a one-handed knife. That's quite good. Quite good. No, not even for a dagger. That's quite good. That's better than I think any of my weapons. That's quite solid. So the base types are really important for like getting better shit. Oh! We haven't seen these yet either. This is another kind of like interesting addition. Vagrant Story has some good block puzzle mechanics. They slowly filter feed you like new types of blocks as you go through the game. But these are interesting blocks. We've seen the kind of marble-esque blocks. You can roll them, right? These blocks, you can only roll the number of times listed above them before they get locked in. I believe is how it goes. And it looks like the obvious like issue is you can't make this jump, so you need to get a block onto the platform. So you'd move this block out of the way, then move this block out of the way, then push this block 3 times onto the platform, and then you can make the jump. Sentient blocks. Well, they become like magically locked in place is the way that it works, I believe. It's not just like they're like, nah brah, I ain't moving no more. I mean, one assumes that's what it's not. Or I don't fucking know. Tomato, other tomato. True. Other tomato, indeed. We're gonna magic ward ourselves. Kill that guy off, but stay close to this guy. We will generate him. Probably I should be using the other thing. The Psycho Drain. When you crit, it goes very well. Okay, bound by magic. We got a cure for that. Sonora, Greatsword, Belova, one-handed axe mace edged, Ifrit, Carnelian. That's a big fire boost, I believe. Okay, go into items. Sonora has a power palm. Bastard Sword is pretty okay. Not super, you know, like, oh my god, because of a two-hander, but pretty okay. We also got the Belova, which is, again, another pretty great example. 28 attack on a single-handed weapon. Quite good. What about that Ifrit Carnelian? This is a 30? Yeah, it's a 30 fire. So, upgrades all around. Probably the next time we really work things out in a forge? The fuck are those called? Why is my mind blanking? Workshop. Next time we really work things out in a workshop, we'll start looking at seeing, can we get rid of some of our gem stash? Like, pare down. I don't actually think we have any, like, fire 15s, but you get the theory, right? Like, only so much space in your weapons and gear and stuff like that, and you don't need that many duplicates. Like, we have a bunch of demonias, we have a bunch of, like, the air stuff. Probably don't need all of that. Okay. Ooh. Ah, see, they just disappear entirely. I'm wrong. Oh no, it's to get these. That's not to get up there. It's to get back up here. Okay, that's fine. I just had the incorrect assumption, but the execution is basically the same. Don't push it the last little way. Hey, we made it. Hey, we made it. Hercules herself. Actually, what is on our left chain? it's instilled. Let's put. You know what? We haven't done in any experimenting in a really long time. Let's do a Crimson Pain and a Gain Life combo. That can be fun. Hey, how's it going, JRPG Party? Where's the other handsome guy? Jay only joins me on Saturdays and Fridays for multiplayer stuff. But he's in the chat. We're doing some solo time. Shoot this guy in the body. Well, that's gonna suck. Okay, it didn't suck that bad. Finished Abyss? No, we are still working through Abyss. Yep. Should be back around this Saturday. It feels like we're getting close to the end, though. I feel like we're 2/3, 3/4 of the way through. Ooh. Okay. Time to change our tune. Equipment. Let's go ahead and put on the rapier. Anybody have fire? Fire. Worth the 2 points? Probably not. It's fun. Rusted nails. Do we have a better option? This. I can't remember if this. If affinity on these makes you more resistant, or if it's just. I feel like it is. We go into status. Should be able to. Well, that doesn't seem correct at all. I don't remember. Did my opinion on the combat change after coming all this way in the game? Not really. Jay and I have actually talked about the combat a bunch, and basically we're like, if they made so we have one key thing. I played around with Jade for a while, and he has on one of his skills, it's air based. So when you use it, you generate your own air FOF, and then you can keep using it to use that air FOF. The simple change that needs to happen to the Tales of the Abyss FOF system is that if almost all of the melee skills also had an elemental attach scenario, right? Like, Demon Fang is air or water, who gives a shit, right? Like, basically, if basically every melee skill also had an element, and you use it enough times, it'll proc its own FOF, then the FOF system would be great. Because then you could mix and match. You could be like, oh, I'm going to use this melee skill a couple times to generate this FOF, and then I'm going to use it again to spawn its altered art. Or, Jay and I were talking about this, you can even do other combinations where it's like, maybe this art spawns a specific FOF, like an element, but needs a different FOF to activate. So you can kind of like mix and match and be like, I'm going to use this art to generate this FOF so I can use that FOF on a different skill to use that different skill's altered art. To like really give yourself this kind of like feel of control. Because right now, the game just feels like it never happens unless you're forcing it to happen. And that just sucks. That just sucks. It's a could have been a neat system, poorly executed. I think the exact same thing that we said last time and kind of settled on. So yeah, nothing really changed. I think is the ultimate concept. Okay, we don't have any things attached. We have Dragonite and a Feldspar attached, so that's actually good. Okay, weapon. Which one do we have on? We have the round shield on. I need to get out of disassemble. I need to be in attached gems. Round shield. We're gonna put on. Well, we just got that fucking Ifrit. And I'm pretty sure this is a Wyvern. And that's fire. Pretty sure. Salamander Ruby. It's probably the best one. And making the FOF can only be triggered in a specific area that shortly vanishes is a big issue. Yeah, that's annoying. But like I was saying, like when I was playing with Jade, right? He has one melee art that you can just attack, use the art, attack, use the art, and you use it 4 times, and boom, he gets the FOF underneath him, and he goes attack, altered art, and that felt good. It was repetitive, it was samey, but it felt good, and immediately I was like, every single melee art should be like that. Every single melee art should have an element, spawn an FOF if you use it enough times, which will then let you make an informed decision. Because maybe you don't even like using a particular art. You're like, this art's not fun to use, or I don't like the feel of it, or what have you. But maybe you like the altered art form of it, right? So maybe you use one art to generate the FOF, to then use the other art to consume the FOF and make the altered art, right? Are you putting points into making FOFs easier to spawn? We can't fucking get any. We can't fucking get any. You need the yellow or gold or whatever carmine chamber for it, right? Or the chamber for it, I guess carmine. And we've never fucking got one. Like, it's like, couldn't if we wanted to, right? And even in that case, right, it's the idea that the only way to spawn FOFs is to use a magic spell to then spawn them, right? And so it kind of forces this party composition on you. It's like, okay, well, if that's the case, we have to have either Jade spamming for elements, or I guess Annis can spam her dark spell to try to get dark FOFs, right? But that only gives you access to some of them. Or you specifically use Tyr to spam for the actual specific FOF that you're looking for, and that sucks. That's just a really bad feeling to be like, okay, well I'm like right sticking over here to like have Tyr not actively participate in the battle, but instead stand back and cast a spell multiple times to then spawn an FOF that I get to use once, right? And it just makes the whole thing feel bad. It just makes the whole system feel bad to interact with. Whereas, when I was playing Jade for that very brief moment of time, it was like, oh, this feels good. Because I am engaged in combat, and I'm just doing what I would normally do, using his art, and and I don't even know why. It's just that it's like lightning spear or something like that, and it's just that specific. We checked everyone else. No one else so far has a melee art that has an element attached to it, and it's just it feels good to just be like, okay, I'm going through and I'm gonna use lightning spear. Great, attack, 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 and lightning spear. Great, move it over here. Oh, I blocked. Attack, 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 lightning spear. Great. Oh. FOF spawn. If I use lightning spear again, it's gonna do the altered art. Great, right? And that's how combat should feel. And literally all they had to do to make it feel like that was have all of the melee arts have an element attached to them. And that's it. That's fucking it. That's it. And it's like, why have you done this to us? I'm actually a little worried that this guy is gonna be lightning. Because he looks a little yellow, but it looks like it's a wyvern. So, fingers crossed, fingies crossed. Oh, he's so dodgy. Oh. Okay. We're gonna lead bones him. Just so that we can hopefully hit his ass. And it barely did anything for us. Barely did anything for us. Might have to swap. Okay, if we're gonna have to swap, equip. Yeah, I feel like that is a problem. We go back to the rusted nails. We're gonna go back to setup, attach gems, 2 weapons. This game is all about buffs and debuffs. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. We're gonna take off the I don't actually know which is gonna be the bigger thing. You know what? Before I do anything else, I should verify that I'm actually on the right track. So we're going to analyze. Supposedly had it finished. He just hit you up and let you know Rage Against the Machine did a track for FF14 and had it finished in 36 hours. That's wild. Did I actually succeed? I was looking at chat instead. Agi is down. He's still so fucking hard to hit. Fire is actually his weakest affinity. Blunt! Blunt! And he's strong against piercing. He's a Wyvern Knight. Okay, head is blunt. Neck is edge. This guy is squirrely. Body is edged. Tail is piercing. Legs are blunt. What do I have the best hit percentage on right now between head, neck, and body? Let's check. Head, neck, body. So head has the best hit percentage. So head was blunt, right? Yeah, head is blunt. Okay, we're gonna have to completely fucking adjust our concept here then. Okay. Pink. Pink is so weak though. Oh god. I need a better blunt weapon. The game's not giving me any blunt weapons. Actually, I don't know why I took that off. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Patch gems, weapons, Who has... Do you have it? You have to take that off. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. Okay, so we are going to go for a... On pink. We're gonna go for a Braveheart and... I think probably just the Talos. Although he has pretty high physical affinity. Maybe we do go for the Dragon Knight. Yeah, sure. The Dragon Knight. Okay, 80% chance to hit. Already significantly better damage. We're not even buffed at all. Okay. We can make this work. We're gonna get smacked a little bit, but we can make this work. There was news that Bamco trademarked Tales of Eternia remaster. Oh my god! Yeah, super excited. That I would be so fucking like I'd be so excited to play Eternia again, honestly. Oh! I don't think I actually want to be using that. Let's change our shit real quick. Back to the normal stuff. We didn't really get to experiment. That's okay. Sometimes it happens. I'm just gonna fucking bear a root. Like, this guy's very dodgy. I'm just gonna smack him in the head. I'm not gonna chain. We'll go down decently enough. There we go. You'd love to see the gameplay of Battle for an Eternia remake. See how much they change it up. Yeah. Oh, a chest key. Hey, we need that. I think chest keys are consumed. Or maybe they're not. Guess we can go back. Grab that chest real quick. Let's see. An elixir of dragoons. Please give us stuff. Did it say Spanish tickler? We got 1 agility. That's not great. I wasn't paying attention to the name of the fucking achievement. Oh, it's entirely possible that's what it said. HP plus 3. Yeah, we have not been getting the greatest of stat ups. Okay, there's shit going on. I want to go back. What do I think about this game? I love this game. It's by no means a perfect game in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But from the time for when it came out, I love the vibe that it has. I think it's so fucking interestingly neat. The UI is a bit of a pain in the ass, obviously, and the you know, some things could be streamlined. God, I would love a remake of this game to streamline some shit. But I love the game. 100% love it. And this would probably be one of the games in existence that I would be most excited and happy about for a remake. I mean, it's not a good version, but I have the tattoo on my shoulder. Well, I don't have the tattoo on my shoulder. I have the Chaldean Rude rather than the Rude inverse. I'm not a vagrant. But, you know. Fuck. Just launch myself into the void a few times. See if it'll work. Can you even get there from... Well, we got... I think it only works because we hit the wall. We gotta break some boxes. Gotta break some boxes. I say that... I'm sure this will work. Not sure that'll work. Can I feel like it has to be that one. Maybe? Hey, success. All right. Rigid camera angles and platforming are usually a bad combination. Didn't like it in E33 either. That's fair. Like the platforming in this game is a little bit of an issue. But I mean, it's not difficult to overcome. It's just, you know, not great. For me, the biggest issue is having to spend so much time in the equipment menu. That just needs to be streamlined, right? Like, if this game didn't force you to spend half of the game in the equipment menu, it would be chef's kiss. It'd be one of the best games I've ever played. But he's gonna get me before I can do anything else, so I'm gonna match board. He dashed forward. Yeah, any sort of like anything that would let you more comfortably hot swap would be phenomenal. Oh, how did I... That was weird. Wasn't it? That was weird. Yeah, just being able to, like, literally, there is a quick menu. There is a quick menu right here. Just literally being able to have, like, some sort of input where you have 3 or 4 weapon slots, and honestly, I'm actually okay with the forging process. The getting into your storage needs to be simplified. Having to save 13,000 times needs to be simplified. But the forging process, when you're actually doing it, isn't that complicated. But it's just this concept of like, it needs some sort of like set. Like, being able to set up like 4 different sets and swap between them. Like, just go into your menu, swap to this set. Go into your menu, swap to this set. Easy peasy. Having to change those 4 sets up every once in a while That's not a problem. No big deal. Cool. You're having the player engage with the mechanics of the game. That's great, right? But getting into a scenario where it's like every other enemy I'm swapping a weapon is like, that's bad. That's real bad. That's the worst thing about the game. Is having to... You don't have to, but like I've shown a dozen times already in this playthrough where it's like, if you don't, you are making things far, far more difficult on yourself. Did I already degenerate him? I need to pay attention. I don't know what I've done so far. I'm getting... JRPG Party, you're a pro... I did already do it. You're a problem. You get me talking, and that's not great. Whoops. Almost died. Bulb. Nope. Wrong bulb. I'm gonna go ahead and bulb. I don't have the mana to be doing this shit. Fucking yike! Alright, we got a chest key. Got the balalaika. And the Corbin. The Corbin is great. That is our blunt upgrade. Can you inflict silence on them? You can inflict silence on a lot of things, but you can't on a lot of others. So it's kind of a crapshoot. I do not remember if you can inflict silence on those guys. I should try. So the balalaika is a great axe, which is quite good. 41 strength. That's cool. I'm more excited about this, which is 28 strength on a one-handed blunt weapon, which is going to be such a drastic improvement to our pink squirrel. So that is super duper duper exciting. And we got a Dow, which is a 30 earth. So we're getting some really good upgrades in here, which is cool. I don't remember what the wines do. I think they actually do some shit. Also, we should remember, let me put a note here. Can open the... we can open the chest in the keep now. There's another chest key or locked chest that we have missed. I don't remember where it is though. The Tao of Pow. Evolve or die. Can you make this jump? Nope. Well, I died, I guess. Here it's over 50,000. Motherfucker. I swear to God. We have made this jump. We have made this jump. I swear we have made this jump. Do I have to do it with momentum? I don't remember. Maybe I have to do it with momentum. I don't even know if momentum matters. Looks like momentum matters. Look, shut up, game. My place on the food chain is game designer? That's fucking funny. I never do well at those. It'd be what it be. I'm gonna heal myself before I get into something bad. That's pretty funny, actually. As the lowest ranked game journalist? Oh! That would be really funny if it was. Holy shit. That would be great if it was. Like, solid shot by the devs if it was. Not using break arts? Rarely. I only have, because I keep swapping weapons around, I only have like level 1 break arts, and the level 1 break arts just really aren't that good. They're fun, they're cool looking a lot of the times, but most of the level 1 break arts are not very good outside of specific situations. Like, I'll show one off. I actually got one for the crossbow not too long ago, but... Achipapa. Yeah, a remake of the game could be very useful for we'll actually use one. So like, right, 0 damage because it is fire dark piercing, right? Like, it's because all of the break arts have their own affinities and typings. It's like you gotta crapshoot on, is this break art gonna be any use against this enemy? And to test, you gotta be like, okay, well, this break art doesn't work against this enemy, so I guess I'll swap over to this weapon and see if this break art works. A little bit, kinda. Swap over to this weapon, and right, like, it's the level 1 break arts often are not that great. And often, unfortunately, the level 1 break arts often, when you're, because they only have like, I think they have a 1.1 damage scaling, right? So I believe it's 1 through 4 break arts go from 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. So obviously the level 4 break arts, though they cost more HP, they have much higher scaling thresholds, which, if you're working towards them, right, is really good. So there's an argument for that, right? Like the concept of break arts ignoring typing. My thing is I don't know that break arts should ignore typing. That could be a route that you go to make them more useful, right? Like the idea being that, oh, you're sacrificing your HP, so this break art is always gonna do something, right? That could be a way. An alternative is to just make the break arts and specifically when I say this, I'm mostly talking about level 1s and level 2s. Level 3s and level 4s tend to be far more useful, right? But even those, I think, could be bigger, better, right? There's a couple of break arts that are really quite good. But for the most part, even the higher level break arts, it's like, you're not doing that much more, unless you're like really like specifically set up against the right enemy to like all the right buffs, and they've got the right debuffs, and then you hit them with a break art. It's like, oh yeah, that did massive damage. And in doing that, I could have just hit him a couple times. So I feel my fix for break arts would be like making them do different things, like making them hit multiple enemies or more status effects, right? Because there's a couple of break arts that have good status effects, but have them that be more prevalent, right? Like just make like cooler shit. Like the crossbow I should have like a beam scenario. Like Brimstone Hail should not be a circle. Brimstone Hail should be a beam where I hold out my crossbow and just like 5 projectiles shoot out in that beam, and maybe they have like a piercing chance. Maybe you can like level the break arts up like you level other shit up, right? Like that would be cool if you could like modify them, use them enough times, and then like you get Brimstone Hail 2, and Brimstone Hail 2, each of the fucking shots has like a chance to pierce the enemy and hit something behind. Right, like it's this kind of now. Yes, now I'm talking about Parasite Eve. Well, there are things that Parasite Eve did better than this game, right? There are things that Parasite Eve did better than this game does. There's not a problem with being like, oh, that game did a good thing. It's a similar system. Let's just yoink that, right? But as it is, for the most part, again, there are a couple of break arts that stand out and are specifically useful, right? Umbra for great axes, being able to curse, right? Like that's a really big one. But aside from a couple of break arts, most of them it's just damage. And if you know what you're doing in this game, you already know how to create a scenario where it's like, okay, I'm already gonna do damage. I mean, like, whatever, man. Like, and that's the other thing. Literally, using a break art on this guy, 0 damage, attacking him, 76, 91, right? Like, what the fuck? There's gotta be some sort of give. If this guy takes any damage from the Brimstone Hail. He does not! Does he takes damage from normal shots, though? Like... Ah. Oh, wait. Is that the insta-kill? No, it's not. It might be. I swear. You can silence these guys. Doesn't stop Poltergeist. I feel like that thing has a chance to do something real bad, and I don't remember. Man, I just sucked. I was not good. Anyways. That's my theory about fixing Vagrant Story in a remake, is give us weapon swaps. Give us gear sets and weapon swaps. And make break arts more breaky and more arty. Like, buff the shit out of them. silence is taking forever to fall off you. Sir? Wait, no, I don't have a cure for silence, do I? No, I do not. I don't want to walk into the door and it be a boss fight and me be like, well, fuck. Is this silence not gonna fall off? It's, what's going on here, buddy? Silence. I literally got silenced in the other room, didn't I? By one of those ghosts, and it fell off. Am I going crazy here? Did I oop myself? Have I caused a problem? Can I snowfly drop myself? I can't. Okay. Problem solved. Solution to the problem. I should put my Braveheart back on. I got distracted by things. Oh! Like, this process, in the ass. Has to be some way that they could make... One, they don't need 15 confirmation menus every single time. Wait. That's just rude. That's just rude. Game's just being rude. There a third one? Nope, just those two? Alright, fine. Just rude. The fuck? This has got to be a boss, right? Oh no. Oh no. Round 2 Electric Boogaloo! Is this the Damascus Golem? No. This is the... the fuck? Iron Golem. That's what. The other one was like the Rock Golem. Alright, let's see what this guy's got. Well, not especially threatened by this guy. He has an air weakness and a blunt weakness on everything. Okay, so air and blunt. Easy peasy. Get the weapon stick out. We're gonna say bye to weapon stick tonight, hopefully. Actually. Yes, round shield. do I have? I do have a Silpede. Okay, so that'll go on. Wait, again. I don't remember. I gotta look that up. I don't remember. I don't think it matters. Not against this guy. You are going to get... We got a really big one, didn't we? Yeah, we have a Gin Amber. Oh, I think we have 2 Gin Ambers. We do. We're gonna fuck this guy up. And we're gonna... Oh. We're gonna luck fusion. Oh. Oh, we're gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Air. And we're going to Heracles ourselves. This is about to be so good. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. We can make that better. Can we degenerate him? Even better. $111. You don't add magic element to your weapon? On the whatchamacallit? Or what we talking about? The spell that does that? I just did it. I just used Luft Fusion. That's why we have the up at the top of the screen. You can see we have like the little blinky thing up. Yeah. Yeah, I put it on. God damn it. I'm fucking... There we go. Ariel. Some XCOM ass hit percentages over here. Like 2 volleys, yeah. Well, he was very weak to air, and we had a lot of air. We've been slowly increasing our MP +2. The stat ups I have been getting, not great. Just generally not that great. Not a good stat up night. I'll take +3 agi though. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. No way we can get there, right? Best way to do this. Yeah, but I don't know if I need to stand on 1 box or 2 boxes. The question. I guess realistically I can't stand on 2 boxes. We destroy this one. If we can't stand on 2 boxes, then we just want to stand on the closest box we can get. There we go. Mother! Fuck you, game! You fucking asshole. Oh, God. Every time. Every damn time with this game. Alright, what do we got? Ugh. Ugh. Cast the tripper spell, or at least ping. I'm on it. I don't actually know that that's better. Always too fast. That's okay. Organic Kite Shield. Motherfucker. Get close. Get close to me! I swear. And I swear! Enough. Let's check that kite shield real quick. Not any better. Nope, didn't come with anything. It is Hagane though, so it will be a replacement for our iron kite shield. Oh, that's nice. Okay, we'll get a Heracles off. Then we will magic ward ourselves. Eat his first spell. Kill this lance boy. Actually kind of want that lance, honestly. Aqua blasts us. Way too fast. Wouldn't have mattered anyways because I'm magic warded. We will iterate him and hopefully kill him in a single ball. Hopefully kill him in 3 volleys. Okay. Job done. We did it. Exactly as intended. Oh, we're running out of space, yo! Our inventory. There's definitely stuff that we do not care about. We don't care about this iron battle axe. Merit Aquamarine. That's a good one. That's a 30 water. Yeah, we'll Heracles ourselves. You got in the way of my shot. What's on here? The steel key. Okay. Taking notes now. Alright, I gotta pee. So I'm gonna take a quick bio break. Un momento. I'll see if I can find some kitties at the same time. Gonna go to the BRB screen though. Be back in just a few. All the cats, all the kittens are playing in the living room. It's funny because they took the first time they have taken a nap in the living room was today. And then immediately they were just like, oh, it's a pretty cool place. And now they're just hanging out in the living room. So it's like, all right, sweet. I lose my kitten companions, but I lose my kitten companions? It's kind of a, motherfucker. I'm gonna step on those like 15 times. Can I just jump up here? Yes, I can. Awesome. Time to just run out. There. I swear to God. Way to don't remember the I have to like I have to like magic these? Or aren't these repulsors? I don't remember how the fuck these things work. Like, we kind of skipped talking about these. Right? I think these are like, locked? Don't remember how these work, y'all. Yeah. thought these were like magnets. Aren't they? Yes. They are. But that location's not gonna help me. Right. 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 Puzzle. So they lock to each other if they are the same. You could get like how do I get 2 over there? How does this happen? I can't destroy these, can I? Literally said indestructible, and I clicked it anyways. Eee. Indestructible, 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 indestructible. Okay. Can I? I can't get this down once I get it up, though. I can there. Okay. Yeah. Seems unlikely. Yeah, once you set them, they don't come down. Puzzling. Hard. Getting them is an issue. Alright. Alright, you. Okay. They're locked. It feels like. Like when I put that on, I can't take it off. Put that up there? Not. I can't pick those up at all either. Am I missing something obvious? Or is this actually a head scratcher? Can I... Oh, hold up. Hold up. Distant memory. I have this memory of being able to, like, change their typing, but you can, it's not through smacking them. I don't know how we get higher. We can only pick that up. Can we, wait, can we pick it up if we're not adjacent? Can we pick it up like this? No. No, we cannot. So the best we could do is drop there. Oh, I'm a dumbass. No, that doesn't work. I was thinking we would then snag the other. That won't work. Put it at an angle! No. And now it's locked in. Huh. Boo. Boo. Yeah. I feel like that is absolutely the highest we can get it. Maybe if I... Okay. This is where I don't think my reasoning is correct, because now I'm like, maybe if we use a fairy wing. But I doubt they've made a puzzle where you have to... The answer to that question is no. What am I missing? What am I missing? You got nothing? That's not good. That's not good at all. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Jazzy. Can you help with the puzzle? Puzzle better? Your answer to me is puzzle better. I'm deciding, Snapper. I'm trying to figure out if I want to throw in the towel or if I have any ideas. Do you have a hint that isn't an outright solution? Because I would love a hint. on like something I'm overlooking. If it do be that way. Oh, I think. Hold up. No, that just. No, yeah, that should work, right? Can I just do? Am I just a dum-dum from the very beginning? I was just a dum-dum. Ignore me. I'm just an idiot from the very fucking beginning. I'm just an idiot from the very fucking beginning. You know, sometimes you just need the offer presented to you. This whole time, I'm over here like, I gotta do something big over here, when it's like, no, just put it back where you found it. If you just put it back where you found it, it's fine. It's fine. It would have been fine. Just put it back where you found it. I feel like all I needed was for someone to come along and be like, hey, do you need help with this? And for me to be like, maybe? For me to suddenly be like, oh, never mind, I got it. I got it. Yeah, you're fucking just trapped down there. But, you know, there's gotta be a solution. You know, there gotta be a solution. Let me actually put my damn weapon on so I can kill some things. Mostly... Well, that didn't work. Mostly I was just trying to avoid that. Oh, that was not that bad. That wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. Would have been hit with way worse. Way worse. Ow. It's okay. We're fucking out of here. We're leaving. Well, I got baited into this place in this whole like side scenario where it's like, this is not even where I was intending to come. I was just like, oh, while I was here, I was like, maybe we could check this out. Yeah, actually, we've got a lot of really good stuff out of popping in here, so it was definitely worth the time. Got some, yeah, we got some really good gems. Got some good hilts. Specifically, actually very excited to get an upgrade to my blunt, which we really need. Our blunt weapon has been very bad for a while. Actually, most of our weapons are pretty bad at this point. But we manage because of just, like, understanding the mechanics. But we could use upgrades for pretty much all of our shit at the moment. Yeah. Well, going from, like, 12 base strength on a weapon to, like... like 28 base strength on a weapon is gonna be a big fucking deal. Okay, we got another one. This is fine though. This is just push block into place so you can push more block into place so you can push more block into... Blunt weapon absolutely melted the last boss. Yeah, but it wasn't really the fact that it was the blunt part of it. It was a blunt delivery system of like 90 air is what it was. That was what melted the last boss. It wasn't the 13 blunt. Ah, fuck. The combo is important, yeah. If we wanna get better, fuck me, numbness. I'm gonna magic ward myself so I don't get doubled. So I don't get doubled and die. Got any power palms? I think I'm using one. I think that's actually what we have on our edged weapon right now. I can check real quick. Yeah, we have a power palm on our edged weapon. Yep. I think I have only found the one though. But we did find some other good hilts while we were here, or grips while we were here. So I need to go through them. But yeah, we got a power palm on our edge. Okay, so this is where we were when I got sidetracked and was like, oh yeah, I can get into fucking Iron Maiden B1. Let's go check that out. Where the fuck were we going? Well, actually, we got the thing, and there's Keen's Crafts right there. But we got the chest key, so let's actually go here because we can open that chest now. And it would be a good idea for us to stop by Keen's Crafts. And I don't know if we're going to do a whole bunch of crafting, necessarily. I don't remember what Keen's Crafts lets us work on. But I do want to open this. I should check my inventory is real fucking sparse right now. But we have stuff we can throw away that I don't give a shit about, so we will open the chest. Sweet Sorrow. Power Shield, we can take. Hagane Salad, we can take. Sorcerer's Reagents. Oh, those are nice. Organize inventory. Come over here. Get rid of this Iron Corsica. Dissimilis. Francisca and a Gindarm? Yeah, we probably don't care about that. But, whatever. There's literally a thing right here. Okay! I do think it's a good axe, but I think we have better stuff right now. Might not, but because I think the Francisca is a good base type. It's only 14. We have the no, not that one. We have the Belova, which is a 28, right? So much better base type for an edged axe than the Francisca is. So, we got a bunch of options. The Red Viking is a good sword, just right out of the gate. Comes with a power palm, so sure that's partially from material, though. Yeah, that's true. This is true. Yeah, the difference in iron versus Hagane. But I think just the base type, the Francisca, even if you up it to Hagane, I think it's just not as good of a base type as the Belova is. But I could be wrong. Like, it's not bad. It's just not as good, I think. We're very excited about the Beck de Corbin, though, because the Beck de Corbin is going to be an upgrade for our blunt. And I think we might just straight up use the Red Viking as a replacement to our Bandegno. I don't know that we got a... We could swap to Dagger, though, because we got the Basilard as a weapon. Is there any other game like Vagrant Story? No. Well, I mean, it depends, right? The answer is it depends on how you want to compare things. You know, you think it's Crescent above Belova? I think so. So I'm trying to play this all from memory, right? It's been like a decade since I last, I used to be really, 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 really into the game. And used to know, like, all of the formulas and stuff like that, but it's been a decade, so I'm trying to play everything from memory and try to remember all of the bits and pieces, but it's tough. So, back on that topic, Rulan, welcome to the chat. Is there any other game like Vagrant Story? It depends on what you're quantifying, right? Because from a battle system, right, Parasite Eve has got a lot of similarities there, right? You know, in the way things work and function and stuff like that. It's just... And it's got a kind of, like, similar atmosphere or vibe to it, with the dark, almost gothic horror-esque kind of concept going on. But honestly, I would say, like, aside from something like Parasite Eve, the answer is generally no from a gameplay standpoint. Although there are other games from a atmosphere standpoint. I think Vagrant Story really kind of like... I don't hate it. I dislike dumbing things down, but they can be useful. At the end of the day, Vagrant Story oftentimes feels like a Parasite Eve Dark Souls, right? It's got that kind of like very Dark Souls-y, like less is more vibe. Unexplained things, very like atmospheric, very dark, semi-gritty, lots of like, you know, similarities between like enemies and things like that, and the way things are presented to you. Things are esoteric and old or not understood well, right? And then you layer on Parasite Eve combat, and it's Vagrant Story is Parasite Eve Dark Souls. Vagrant Story came out only 2 years after Parasite Eve. That's interesting. But yeah, I think from a holistic standpoint, I think the answer is no. There isn't another game like Vagrant Story. I think it is quite unique. Because when you mesh all of those things together, it has created something that I don't think we have seen another of. You know? And I love it. It's great. So yeah, Shamshir is the 21. Shamshir 21-2 versus the Korra 27-2. So it's not really competition. I think we're gonna go with the Korra or the Red Viking and the Beck de Corbin into a new weapon. I wasn't sure if you were actually asking, right? Like, hey, are there other games like Vagrant Story? Because I'd love to play them. Or if you were making a statement of, like, are there any other games like Vagrant Story? Of course the answer is no. So I wasn't sure, so I tried to answer you honestly. Dallas de Corbin? Corbin de Dallas? Yeah, I don't think we have an upgrade here for piercing at this point. What can we work on in this workshop? You love the game, but you wish it had fewer loading screens. Yes. It's so ripe. It's so ripe for a remake, a remaster, right? Bronze, Iron, Hagane. Okay. Like, this game, just given some TLC, some quality of life, like, give us some fucking, honestly, I would love a lot of things for this game, but just porting it into the modern era to where you fix some of the jank, give us some quality of life, and it would be fantastic. But yeah, like yeah, it I I would not want it to be, but I feel like any sort of port or remaster would just be a cash grab. What are the main changes I would do to combat? I wouldn't change a lot about combat, honestly. I think the way the game works from a combat perspective is pretty enjoyable. My thing about the game and has always been that they need some quality of life in gear management and slotting in gems and things like that. There needs to be like weapon slots or gear sets that you can swap to on the fly. So you can spend, 20 minutes in your menu making a bunch of gear sets, and then you can just open your quick slot menu and hot swap to them, right? That way you're not every other fight going into your menu and swapping this around and swapping that around and blah, 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 blah. They need to have analyze be permanent and work on every enemy. That, I think if you cast an analyze on a zombie foot soldier, every zombie foot soldier you see throughout the rest of the game should already be analyzed, right? Absolutely. I'm okay. I am actually okay with there being a few enemies in the game that can't be analyzed for like mystique purposes, like unique special bosses, right? I could see being like, oh, this individual is warded against your magic and you can't learn their secrets, right? That's okay from like a mystery kind of standpoint, but generally speaking, one, analyze should not have a chance to miss. It's just 100% chance to succeed. And two, once you've used it on one thing, it should always work. You should just already have the information from then on, right? Break arts, I do think need an update because the level 1s and 2s are generally pretty useless. And even the 3s and 4s, I feel like could be better. Just off of the concept of, I feel like break arts should do something else other than just damage. There are a couple of break arts that do some interesting things, like Umbral Edge, specifically applying curse, right? But generally, break arts are just, they have a typing, they have an affinity, and they deal some damage. And when you already know how to play the game, quick swap for weapons, absolutely. When you already know how to play the game, you're already boosting your own damage and weakening the enemy's defenses. So it kind of makes break arts, even when you're doing the right thing, kind of pointless unless they're the higher tiers, because those are the ones that actually scale. You have a hot take? Hit. We're super talking. Just thinking Secret of Mana wheel would be good for quickly swapping out favorite weapons. Yeah, easy peasy. You can literally carry 8 weapons. You literally have an 8 weapon limit, which is I'm fine with. I'm actually perfectly okay with. In your hot menu, right, give me left and right bumpers, just like in Secret of Mana, right? When you're swapping between the different menus, right? Let me open my hot menu, press right bumper, and that takes me to my weapon wheel, and I literally just go, boom, click confirm, that weapon's in my hand. Done. Boss fights are essentially swapping gems and menuing till you have the right combo. 100%. Absolutely. 100%. I don't think that's a hot take at all. That's purely just how the game works. Purely just how the game works. 100%. Yeah, like, I love this game, but it absolutely could be made better. It could be made... It could continue to have the unique vibe and feel that it has. And you could go a lot of different directions with it, Snapper. I feel like, so you could go the direction of kind of like bear down on things or like restrict things more, so that you have this scenario where it is harder, it is grittier, it is more survival and tactical, right? Like, you really have to figure out what you're going up against and then, like, plan for it. Alternatively, right, like, the alternate route is just make things easier. Not make the game easier, but just make it easier to swap between shit, right? Like, if I go into a boss, I don't have to sit there and menu for 5 minutes. I can just be like, oh, this boss is probably weak to this and this. I'll just swap to that set. 1 button input or 2 button inputs, done, right? Either direction, I feel like, would make a better game. And I feel like it's fine, right? And then break arts are more important for changing affinity of weapons on the fly. That could absolutely be useful. Yeah, 100%. All right, let's make some stuff. I say let's make some stuff, but I think we're actually only making one thing. So I need to put away some stuff. That's what I need to do. You could have an auto maximize affinity or preset gem combos. Yeah, you could absolutely. You could do a lot of different things. 100%. You could, again, I think a lot of it is solved by a quality of life quick menu, right? Because we already have the quick menu to do cast magic, to get into our chains, to get into our items, to get to break arts, etc., etc. There should just be, again, just press right bumper, you go to your weapons. Press right bumper, you go to your gems, right? Like, just boom, boom, click, click, done. That's it. Yeah, presented in, yeah, absolutely very easy way to go about a lot of those things. We're gonna drop the Sonora. Actually, are we just gonna drop the Sonora? Hold that thought. We don't care about that. Don't care about that. We'll come back to this. Care about this. Care about this. Don't care about this. I'm gonna have to do the whatchamacallit multiple. It's fine. It's fine. I have to check my shields and make sure there's no fucking gems in them. Part of the issue. Okay, that should give us the room to do what we need to do. Gave you an idea, somehow putting spells into chains or hot swapping between weapons in chain. Yeah, that'd be super fucking cool. That would be super fucking cool. So that's the difference between like a remaster and a remake. If they just remaster the game, right? Like update the graphics, make the camera more fluid, you know, give some quality of life to the game. Quality of life would be like a weapon sets, weapon swaps, you know, those types of things. But otherwise, the game is still the same game. But a remake, if a remake comes along, yeah, you don't have to change the graphics, but I mean, technically, if we're talking about not changing the graphics, hold that thought. Technically, if we're not talking about changing the graphics, blah, blah, blah. Did that not work? I don't want it. Why didn't it work? Still one of the best looking games out there. I think for its time, it has a great look to it, but now it's quite dated, you know? And it wouldn't be difficult to update the graphics. Like, I'm not even saying like remake the graphics, just do like an upscaling. Have a button swap between, oh yeah, you could do that or like the, you know, the tactics update that or Ivalice Chronicles that just came out literally just have a here's the old version, here's the new version type scenario. Easy peasy, right? Like easy peasy. But yeah. But with a remake, if they weren't doing a remaster, if they were doing a remake, then they could go in and they could add in, you know, swapping between a weapon in combos, like having specific chain abilities that are like, when you use this chain ability, it swaps to the next weapon in your weapon wheel, right? And just giving us more chain abilities, because at the end of the day, honestly, there's like what, 20 chains or something like that, and they're cool. I love them. They're very interesting, but there could be more. We could do more things. Like, you know, hit twice. Why is hit twice just not a thing? Hit twice at reduced damage. Why is that not a thing? Right? There could be a lot of different things added into the game if they were remaking it, adding new systems, etc., etc. Okay, we want to break down the symbol. The balalaika, I believe. And we want to disassemble. I guess we don't really care about... Well, I just want to see... assemble weapons. Can I do a back to Corbin with a booge? I can. That's absolutely what we're fucking doing, right? The issue is the booge is not great from a blunt perspective. But, so the Gendarm gives us 2 and has 5 more points of blunt, versus the booge having 8 and giving us 3 gems, right? We're gonna go with the more gems, just because there are arguments to be made on either side. It's all pie in the sky stuff, anyways. It'll never get anything. I do think this game is kind of like in the too obscure to get remade scenario. You've got to say though that the graphics updates of the front mission games have been absolutely atrocious. I've seen some of those and they don't look great. You have no faith in that way for an upscale or anything like that? Well, I will say, right, like I'm playing the game right now. I'm playing it upscaled, right? I just have the settings on this, have it upscaled, and it looks pretty okay, right? Like, I wouldn't change much more than some very basic upscaling and, like, changing it from 4:3, you know, standard to widescreen, you know, type thing. Yeah, like, I wouldn't do, like, a full texture replacement upscale. That's probably too much, because then it loses the look and feel and everything like that, but, you know. Alright, so the back to Corbin... I gotta. You know what? Actually, no. Better. Yeah, it looks great in higher resolution. What else are we doing? That's it. Okay, so, setup, attach gems, weapons, take off things that are in the pink 2. Weapons, Fandango, goodbye. You've been great. Anyway, rant over. Yeah, I do agree with you though. I do feel like Vagrant Story is the type of game that they just throw out to somebody and depending on that, right? Like sometimes that works out. Sometimes a big company farms a game out to a smaller company, and that smaller company actually loves that game and really does everything they can to really make it as good as possible. But most of the time, it's just, okay, this is work. Boom, we did it. Cash grab, done. Nobody's gonna complain about you filling chat. My chat's empty most of the time, so hoorah. Alright, we have Red Viking we're gonna use. We have Multipass we're gonna use. We're probably gonna continue carrying around our Kranikwin, Summoner Baton, and the Rapier. And then we'll ditch everything else. Shield-wise, we did get this kite shield. I think we'll be replacing this kite shield. Let's go to the other menu, because it's easier to look at them. Yeah, 1914 with 20 versus 2115 with 20. It's the tower shield. 1611. Okay, Iron Tower shield gets ditched. Iron Kite shield gets ditched. Pagane Salet. Or Saleh, I don't know. We have a silver Armet. 11-0 or 11-10. 11-8. 133. And 464. Armet is better, so we will hold on to that. Still have some space in the gems. Okay. I think we've got like... Oh! Our Palm is still 12 piercing. Knuckle Guard is only 9 piercing. We should set up. We should assemble, not assemble. We should disassemble. Mandingo. Disassemble the Rapier. Yes. Combine blades without them being disassembled. I just want to see what the Korra and the short sword make. They make a Higane Rapier. No! That's not what we want. You get like a Night Shield out of combining them? You know what? Let's check. Fine. Height and Tower gives us a Buckler. Check some of the other combos real quick. I haven't really done a lot of combos with my shields. Casserole Shield, we have had access to. Heater Shield, Buckler, Kite Shield, stays Kite Shield, Tower Shield. Buckler. Also, making menus like this easier, right? Like, if I select the base type of Tower, then as soon as it should just have, here's the materials that I'm selecting from in the center, and over on the right, it should just tell me, combined with this, it'll turn into this. Combined with this, it'll turn into this. Like, minimize the number of different clicks that I have to go through. Like, just a little bit of quality of life. Okay. Looks like we're mostly not getting anything out of that. That's fine. I want to assemble the Rapier with our freed up Power Palm. So that's going to be better. So, Cha. Yeah, just have it like you could have it be like unlocks of like, oh, once you do it, it'll tell you automatically, or you can just be like, because the thing is it gives us the information, right? Like it tells us if I combine this kite shield with this round shield, it turns into a casserole shield, but I have to go 1, 2, 3. To get to that information, I have to be on this menu, first menu, second menu, third menu, fourth menu, fifth menu. It's just, let me pick one, lock it in, and then go down to the next one. Like, back on this second menu, just let me click kite, and don't take me to another menu. Just let me go down, and it'll show what the combo is. Done. Like, it's just there's a lot of quality of life that could be added to the game. Love it. Absolutely enjoy it. A lot of quality of life that could be added. Okay, so with this setup, Pink 2 is going away. We're storing the blades and grips that we have. We're storing the kite and tower. And we're storing the salad. And I think... Alright. Sweet. That's actually the multi-pass is going to be a huge upgrade. And the Red Viking is going to be generally a pretty decent upgrade, except for if we're fighting humans, in which case it'll be a little bit of a downgrade, but not by much. Could be good. Pink. Stored. Right, everything is stored. Also, when I have to store things, don't just let me... That should not swap. That you should let me mark multiple things to store at one time. Maybe there is a way, and I just don't know. But as far as I'm aware, there's no. Ooh. What's this? Oh, that's set. Yeah, we can't work with that. The wing pole? Shit. I should just discard that. Between now and the next time I play, I actually plan to do a little, because we're getting a lot of stuff in our storage. I plan to actually go through and noodle around with some combos, but also just delete a bunch of stuff. There's so much shit just hanging out in our box right now that I will probably never use, which is fine. Okay. Just so many confirmation buttons. Press this, press this, press this. Alright. Finally ready. Love that weapon type too. Never know when you'll need that scimitar that you got at the start. Hey, the Fandango, we actually upgraded and then combined and then upgraded again. We were using it until right now when we got the Red Viking. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could see me combining it up just for shits and giggles, although it's probably never going to be necessary. We'll go with our round shield just as a base. Let's go ahead and set, because we're in our menu, so let's go ahead and set up our round shield as a base with the mana breaker and the night killer. Red Viking should be called Eric the Swift. That would be great. It's annoying how you can't get a higher tier using the initial tier of a weapon type. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass. It feels like, to me, it feels like the way combinations should work on weapons, on anything really, is what it should do. Because I know, I don't remember, because again, it's been a decade since I was really into this game and like looking up guides and reading through things and stuff like that, but I know it doesn't work this way. I know there's some like obtuse way that the combinations work with each other, but I wish that, or I kind of wish that it was maybe simplified a bit to where it was like, sure, there's some combos, but it's like the first, whatever you pick first determines the material type, and then the second thing is like the combo extension, right? This is like, if I really liked this weapon, like the Fandango for the people that haven't been watching me bastardize its name. But if you say you really like it, you should be able to, like, if you find like a Hagane weapon, you should be able to take that Hagane weapon and be like, I want a Hagane Fandango. Right? So you basically like sacrifice this Hagane weapon to upgrade, and maybe you can only upgrade like a tier up each time, right? So you gotta sacrifice if you have the bronze Fandango from the beginning, you're like, okay, well, I gotta get an iron one to sacrifice up into an iron Fandango, and then a Hagane one up into the, right? And there I would assume are ways to do that, but I don't think it's that straightforward, right? Because of the way the combinations work. So, I can't. People love getting random gear in all those looter shooters. Well, but yeah, that's a different scenario. I'm not crafting my gear in the looter shooters, you know? Like, if I craft my gear, I kind of want more understandable control over it. Like, I play like a lot of Path of Exile and stuff like that, like action RPGs and stuff like that. When I craft gear, I want to know or have a decent concept of understanding what the fuck is going on and why. Can't I teleport? I feel like there's a way to teleport. Is there a way to teleport? Have I lost my goddamn mind? I might have lost it. I feel like there's a way. Yeah, the smithing combos are just, like, you just gotta find a guide. It's just, like, not a fucking chance of figuring out. Use magic? I thought I did. I thought I did. Where it be? Need to beat the Lich boss fight? I thought I did. I definitely did. I absolutely did. Absolutely did. Exorcism. Psycho Drain. And absolutely did. It'll be in the standard mat. I never go to the standard magic menu. Why? That's why. Why? 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 Why do you do this to me, game? I knew it existed. I've been telling myself that it existed for the last like 2 sessions of play, and just never went to the magic in the actual menu because it never occurred to me that they would be hidden. They ran out of buttons and you can't teleport in battle anyways. You know, that's fair. I guess. We want to go to Crumbling Market or Sinner's Corner. I don't remember which. We'll just fucking see. We'll just go. Ah! I don't think it's Sinner's Corner. It's not Sinner's Corner. Heads up. It's not Sinner's Corner. Hey, guess what? We can kind of teleport in battle. Oh, that's not the right place either. All right, I'm gonna kill this man. Generate him. Heracles ourselves. Edged weapons are not going to do well against him. But I kind of need... Well, you just turned this into a fucking Hackfest for eternity. It's actually okay. This will give me time to build up my phantom points on him. I'm gonna go way over. I said I was gonna go way over, and then I did go way over. I'm a liar. I really expected to miss. Oh, wow. That's quite lucky. Hold that thought. Gain magic. Killed him. That's fucking hilarious. But I feel like delving into more Vagrant Story after I finish this. There's an interesting mod called Zenith that changes quite a few things and makes new encounters. Hey, there's also recently been a randomizer. Oh, a randomizer in this game sounds kind of fun, actually. like all of the sigils being randomized. Obviously, you would have to put some constraints on things, because otherwise you just wouldn't be able to do the game. But that could be really fun, actually. Yeah, I don't know how much I plan on playing. Obviously, we're going to beat it, but I might do some New Game Plus stuff. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see, though. How much did we get on Red Viking? We got 64 points. We're gonna have to work on all of these for the repair. Okay, let's check our map and actually figure out where the fuck we're trying to go. Oh, go right there. The Sunless Way. Was that on my teleport options? Oh, the further away it is, the more, like, MP it costs? Oh, wow. That's wild. Oh, Sunless Way. Yeah, it's right there. It just wasn't with the... Is this in order of, like, encountering them? That's weird, because Cinder's Corner and... I feel like this... This is kind of a strange way, but I do feel like this is, like, order of encountered. Huh. Because they're not all grouped together just by where they actually are. Okay, let's make it a little easier for ourselves. It's in a set order. Yeah, roughly order of progression. That's what it looked like. That's a change in Zenith. Teleportation's free? Ah. Interesting. I don't have like a bit... Oh. On our Kraniquin. Yay. Questions, weapon. Viking. Spray parts. We'll put in an Iacus and... Where's our... Angel Pearl? That should be pretty easy. Yep. Okay, I need you to not crit so they don't instantly die. Motherfucker, really? I'm over here trying to get some phantom points. The game's just letting me insta-kill people. What the fuck? Actually gonna check in here. The, kill this guy. What? What? That is kind of wildly lucky. Got an abandoned mail, that could be good. The game has been giving us a fair amount of int and MP. It feels like the game wants me to be a caster, but it's just really hard to be a caster if you're not in a new game plus. Because, like, not having access to the spells when you need them, because you're first going through, etc., etc. Yeah, it just doesn't work very well. Oh, we did get Aqua Blast. Fun. We have a couple of things that we need to use. Spark Fusion. I'll go ahead and use Spark Fusion. Let's get it on my list. What else? Psycho Drain and... yeah. Actually, let's see if we can exorcism something in here real quick. Oh! Wait, no, we've been in here. This has a lich, yeah. God. Thank God for whatchamacallit. Now to do what I was planning to do. Why's that not gonna work? I'm gonna use it anyways. I don't know why it's not gonna work. Yes. It's fine. Just mostly using it to use it. I'm gonna magic word myself before he pops up and bops me. These guys should not be a problem. That's glitches for you. Okay. Back to temper. He died pretty quick. I was mostly coming in here because I just wanted to use exorcism on something. Alright. We've muddled around enough. We're gonna throw out another save, and it's time to go into the limestone quarry. We got a couple other things that we could potentially do instead, but for now, we're gonna actually try making some. No, we're not. I got distracted. I got so distracted. Oh my god, I got so distracted by Iron Maiden B1. The whole thing we were gonna do tonight was go to Abandoned Mines B2 and try to do that again. I got distracted again. Okay, that's okay. We know how to teleport now. We're fine. We're fine. We're just gonna teleport right over. As soon as I remember where the fuck it is. It's in Town Center South. Is that gonna be the closest? That'll be the closest. So, Baldaman Gates. True. There. I wish I had taken better notes. There are definitely other chests that we have not been able to open, but I don't remember where they are. I might look up a list of where all those are, because again, I'm trying to do this all from memory, but that's just busy work memory. That's not like, oh, this is how the game works memory. So I don't mind looking something like that up. Where am I going? I was too distracted. I have forgotten the name of the place. Baldaman Gates. Baldaman Gates. Yay! Alright, there's a bunch of humies running around here. Yeah. Bunch of humies running around here. Go ahead and fix this. Put a paralysis on and put a. What else do I want? Probably just Talus, right? No, probably just Talus. Okay. I have magic warded myself, so that complicates things. That could be good. Okay. Phantom points built up. We need to swap over to multipass. Real quick, we need to check. We did get a Hagane Banded Male, which is nowhere near as good as the Brigandine, and a Segmentata, which is... it's okay, but is not as good as the 510. It's a Segmentata. 1085. Could be useful in the right circumstances, but generally armor is not something that I care to swap around a whole bunch. We want to work on multipass now. Look at that bastard. He looks great. Set up. Like, I wish there was a way to just be like, port these things from here over to here. I gotta take them all off. Hello, Dotus. If you will come over to your cat tree, I will give you a treat. A moment though, I got a cat. I got a cat. I got a cat. Fucking oh. Come here, Dotus. Come on, Dotus. Come on, Dotus. Hey, Steve. Come on. Come on. Why are you looking at me angry? I'm literally trying to give you a treat, and you're looking at me like, "This is not what I want, Papa. I want in your lap." Come on. I love him to death. You're the dumbest boy. Get out. You literally got a treat. You got a treat for being in the bad place. I shouldn't reward that behavior. Come here. Another treat. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's a treat. I'm not picking you up. I'm not picking you up. I'm not gonna do it. I do. He doesn't like it. He's a big boy. He does not like getting picked up. He's a big boy. He doesn't like getting picked up. Him's a big boy. Him's a big boy. This is Odysseus. We often call him Odie or Dodie or any other weird combination. He's the big chunk. He is the biggest of our cats. We have Calypso, who is a little black and white female. She's the oldest of the group. And then we have Telemachus, also known as Tiny Baby, who is a fluffy, sleek black cat. He's pretty young. He's only like a year, maybe year and a half old. And then we just got 3 kittens. So the older cats all have a Greek Odyssey theme going on there. And the younger kittens are Hibiscus, Jasmine, and Oolong. They all have a tea theme going on. But they are all rescues from the same litter. That's a lot of cats! Yes! That is more cats than we had intended. We were very happy with just the 3 cats. But when 3 new kittens showed up on basically in our backyard, and it was like, if we do nothing, these kittens will probably die. Well, that kind of made that decision for us. Ooh, I'm not doing good. You know, honestly, I wouldn't hate running a cat cafe. I'd be pretty happy running a cat cafe. Okay, we're almost to the place. Look, it's not like we didn't do good things tonight, but I definitely got distracted. I definitely got distracted on where the fuck I was going. Oh. This Vector is smashing! 226! Ay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for this point in the game. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that is a solid as fuck ass upgrade to our Pink Squirrel version 2. Finally, we got a good upgrade. Now it's just... So the Red Viking, quite good. Multipass, quite good. Now we just need a piercing upgrade. There's always one. There's always one that lags behind. There's always gotta be one that lags behind. Okay, bronze key. Okay, we are finally going into Abandoned Mines B2. There is a boss fight with the Sylph in here, I think. Okay, I'm gonna fix this. I'm just carrying this fucking magic ward. Ooh. Well, I prefer not using two-handed weapons, but just because shields are so good in this game, and the two-handed weapons damage just isn't good enough to offset the loss of a shield. But I mean, I still use like a ranged weapon, so it's not like I won't use it. You know, it's just not optimal necessarily, but it's still fun. There's some really cool two-handed weapons. Some of the two-handed weapon break arts are fucking badass. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a Sylph, but I don't want to be wrong. And can I make it off just a single one? I don't think I can. No, I think it has to be two. Definitely has to be two. Okay. In which case, gotta push this down. Gotta attack one of these. Then grab the other. Set that down, and then set this one on top of it. And fail the jump anyways. That's great. That's fucking great. Oh, God. Oh, fuck me. No, there's no accounting for just failing. Wait. Am I trying to get to that? Or am I just jumping across? Surely I'm not just jumping across. I feel like I might just be jumping across. I feel like I might just be jumping across. Nope, not just jumping across. Definitely not just jumping across. That won't do anything. Surely I just failed to jump, right? Surely I just failed the jump, right? Angle to see. Pretty sure I just failed the jump again. Like, I feel like that is the correct thing, and I'm just not grabbing. Yeah, I need a little momentum. I gotta go from one edge to the other edge. We're definitely there, because, like, my body is actually impacting the thing. I'm just not grabbing. I think you're correct. I think turning in the run slows me down as well. I believe you're correct. I'm probably just also timing the jump badly. I'm never that great at platformers, so I'm probably just jumping too soon. I was just jumping too soon. That was the real issue all along. These boys are humies, right? These boys count as humies? Yeah, these boys count as humies. Don't hit yourselves. Like, what the fuck? Damn. That's solid. Unbuffed. Okay, check our items. Multipass. Okay, we're full. Very good. Okay. I think this is a boss. This is the silk. Or wind. Again. I'm gonna arrow guard as we run in. Or you could just miss us entirely. That works too, buddy. Okay. Let's see what he is. Oh, he's like right back at you, asshole. If I could miss, you could miss too. Analyze missing is just so lame. Oh, it's so lame. Oh, it hurts. I think he's actually weak to earth, but maybe fire? Let's see, what do we got? Weak to earth. And blunt. Cool. And he is... Phantom. I don't know if I have a lot of Phantom stuff. Okay, let's check. So we stick with rusted nails. Set up on weapon. We'll want. Oh, we have the Dow. Yeah, the Dow Moonstone's gonna slap. Probably don't need anything else. What else do I have? I don't actually know that I have any other Earth stuff. I have so many Sylphides. Yeah, and I don't think I have anything specifically Phantom-oriented either. So, looks like we'd probably just go with the Talos. That should be fine. No problem whatsoever. I think I'll probably just Heracles and keep our air shield up. Yeah, that's already plenty of damage. I don't need to do more. Alright, he's got the chain resistance. I'm gonna try to get the DP chain, but if we don't get it, whatever. Yeah, I love not just the music in the game, but like just the sound in the game period is great because it has some really just good atmosphere sound design. Very nice. Okay, very good. Much wow. Hey, HP plus 5. It's nuts they managed to do the. Yeah. Quite good. Quite good. Thunderburst. Which. Eventually. Okay, we're gonna let our stuff tick up. So I know the next portion is a timed event. The concern that I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a save state. Because I know the next portion is a timed event. We have a save right back out here. I think there's actually a save point in here that we might hit up before we progress. So my concern is I know that there is another section of the Abandoned Mines V2. We can actually go to our map and I'll show it off. So we're in this portion of the Abandoned Mines V2. My concern is that we're gonna get kicked out on this leftmost one way and get locked out. Now that might not happen. But I know there's several chests in here, and I don't know if I can get them all during the timed event. I don't know what will happen. I know how to get to the Dow, right? We already tried doing it once, and then I fucked up, and he killed me because I was being a dumbass. Hopefully everything will go okay. Yeah, so that's the hope. Is now. There we go. Yes, motherfuckers! Alright, so they are beast, but they're also super resistant. Can't I just use the, I think we already determined this. Can't I just use the summoner baton on them? Pretty sure I can. Yeah? Fuck. What was it? I was doing something. I'm trying to remember. I was doing something to kill them pretty easy, but I don't remember what it was. I think because these guys are beast. You gotta go. Good luck with everything and all my cats. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun to chat with you. And hopefully all my cats, everything will go fine. Fingers crossed. Ugh. Hope they have a better time than their namesakes. That's true. I mean, they've had a better time than their namesakes for a while, so fingers crossed that it continues. Thanks for stopping by. What do I... Oh, I've got a whatchamacallit. I have a Orion. I don't know why I put hairless. Peace! Oh, I should put the gems in here. Gin ambers, because I think double gin ambers will make me... Yeah, the air affinity 57, I think air works on them. We're about to find out very quick. That's the wrong weapon. Not that one. And actually, go ahead and set up weapon multipass to have the hairless, because we know we're going to fight more of the orcs. Alright, yeah. Perfect. Okay, and we have a save point here. So we're gonna go ahead and save. And then we're gonna... I got a little bit of time left. We will try running, and I'm gonna try actually hitting up some of the places that I know are things. Like, I know right at the beginning to the right side there is a treasure chest. Heal? And we're gonna throw out a Heracles. Kinda kick ourselves off. Okay, we're not gonna worry about these. We're gonna pop into the right room. on the Cranaquin. Fucking fireball in my ass. Doesn't help if I hit the wrong thing. That's what we have set up for shit, right? For Beast. Shit. Hey, Cherry Ron! Speaking of, we finally got a third. Fun one. Dusky. Eviscerator! It's edged. I got excited for a second. I was like, Cursing! No. Eviscerator, Iron Tower Shield, Iron Breastplate, Hagane Fusconk. Trinity! Hey, that's a phantom one. Very nice. And Restoration. Cures paralysis. That's cool. Alright. Oh, is this not the room that I thought it was? It's not. Heal out. Alright, I think it's this room. Okay, so this room, I believe, if we go to the right, we're going to be presented with a path that goes north and a path that goes south, and I think the Dow is to the north. What is great? Fix that very easily. We'll throw out a Crustacea. Fix it. Open the map, double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Vera route. Fucking Tarnish. Asshole. This is the room. Where's it at? Okay, we gotta be careful because I believe he's right in here. So we're gonna take a quick moment, update items, set up, attach gems to shields. On our round shield, we're gonna take out Night Killer and we're gonna put in the Dow Moonstone. So that should give us a big old boost to Earth. And then I don't know what's gonna work against him. But I mean, I don't know what whatchamacallit type will work against him, but I know it's gonna be air. Right, so we have a decent chance. Oh, did I? Oh, I have them both in. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just equip the Red Viking since it's already set up for air. Decent chance of that just being perfectly fine. We're going to Heracles ourselves before we walk in. And then as soon as we're in, we're going to use the Earth Shield on ourselves. This fucking guy. So we're going to Terra Guard ourselves. Vulcan Lance. Jack shit on damage, my guy. Jack shit on damage, my guy. Not gonna. Got him. Nice. Got him. Job done. Well, that boss job done. Berserker! Berserker! Strength +3. Hella, that's great. That was not correct. It said we earned a +5 and gave us an achievement, but we did not earn a +5. We earned a +3. Weird. Okay, so answer to that question is no. No, we're already set. Yes. Did we change anything? Out of the Viking? No, we still have the Orion in there. Okay. Leaf. Here's the thing though. I don't think we want to be here. Yeah, because that's going to one-way us. I think we want to fucking leave. This is, yeah, because that's going to one-way us, and that's not... We don't want to get one-way. And he missed. Ah, and I missed. No. What? Can I even get over there? Oh, it has multi-movement. Okay, that's wild. Not gonna worry about fighting them. With our weapon out, we'll just run. Oh. We made some shrimps. Oh, my mouth is watering. Oh no. Not good to be running around with your weapon out, but in this case. These bastards worth killing, hopefully before they poison me. Alright. Really, it's down that way? Oh no, that just takes us up to that. Fuck. annoying. This place sucks. This room specifically. Dog's nose. Target bow. Barbet. Silver barbet. Gnome bracelet. Elixir of queens. Organize inventory. Okay. Gotta get rid of some stuff. Iron breastplate is not gonna matter. There's one more room. I don't know if we go through that one way if it stops everything, but I also don't know. It's gotta just be that one way, right? Yeah, that's it. We cleared everything. It's just that one way. That one way has got to be like the unlock, right? Motherfucker's still tarnishing us. I don't know what happens if we... Okay, so the question is, did we keep everything? Yeah, we kept it. So I think it doesn't matter. Like, we did it. We didn't make it back, so we kind of, like, didn't do it in the right way. But if we go through... Done, 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 done. Did suicidal desires. Did that, did that, did that, did that, did that. And then it takes us... It's going to one-way us out into here. So yeah, I think we did it. Okay, well, if that's the case, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna run it again. Except I'm not really gonna run it. I guess I'm just gonna make my way past where the Dow is. Could be no big deal. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong way! Ow! Alright, keep your fucking weapon out. Goddamn. Like, the damage is inconsequential. When I have my shield out. Kill these guys. Just easier to kill these guys. How did I miss that? What? That's wild. Excuse you? Excuse you, Oolong? Excuse you, Oolong? Oh, shit. That guy... Smell those shrimps? It says, can I have a shrimp? Oh, nope, he scampered away. He scampered off. Ashley made it through. And then it locks behind him. So, okay. I was right. I was right. We wanted to make sure that we were... we wanted to make sure that we were getting everything that we could on our way through there, because it was gonna lock us the fuck out as soon as we fucking did that. So, I'm glad we were correct. I wonder if now, if we go back, if it'll just be like, chill. if everything will just be fine. We're gonna take the brave part off of the We're gonna take the brave heart off. I hate that I have to confirm everything. Just doing the thing should be confirming it. Weapon attached to the Cranaquin. Braveheart. I need to make a new buh. I'm going to I'm gonna invigorate myself actually. Just to use it. It hit the wall. What I was actually trying to do was get a 100% hit chance on this motherfucker. Okay, now I can put something else on. So we can go ahead and set I really have anything else that I care about. Double Dragonite this. That'll work. Defensive chain do I have on? How did Impact Guard miss? Maybe I accidentally reflected? Weird. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Not Sinner's Corridor or Crumbling Market. It's further up. Sunless Way. 55 mana. I think we've side quested. I think we did our side questing. We got a bunch of stuff. We still have some stuff that we haven't used, right? Like we have Psycho Drain that we haven't used. We got Poison Mist tonight, I believe. And then we have a couple of other grimoires that we got tonight. Let's use our Elixir of Queens. So we got a bunch of stuff. We got some new equipment. We did part of Iron Maiden V1. We got some. We got the chest key. We got some chests. We went back and we did Abandoned Mines V2. We figured out how to teleport. Thanks for the save. My God, my inability to remember some of the shit from this game. And yeah, pretty successful. You know, really good upgrades tonight. Not great stat upgrades, but we got some okay ones here or there. I was not even paying attention to what we got for HP right there with that Queens. But I think we've side quested enough. We still could go back to the wine cellar, but we'll do that later. Next time we play, it's Wednesday. Next time we play, which should be tomorrow. We will be heading into the Limestone Quarry, which is progression. So that'll be fun. Get back into the game. And going from there. I will not be around on Friday. I am going to graduation. We should be back on Saturday for Tales of the Abyss. I think I'll be back in time for that. And then we should be back on Sunday for some more Draw Steel. Which means tomorrow we should be playing some more Vagrant Story. And then we probably will not be playing Vagrant Story until next Monday. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out. It was a fun night. Made some good progress. That's it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.